Hello, peace to YouTube, peace to everyone who tunes into my videos. I be feeling so grateful for all the comments that I get. It's honestly, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. You feel me? And I just wanted to share. I want to share what's in my head right now. I feel like that's literally the only thing that we can do at this point. And to me, what's ringing in my head is be the mysterious wonder that you are. Because you create magic every day. Whether you know it or not, it's all your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings all in one. All right? That is the formula of manifesting your reality. Right? Now, when we start to really observe that, we just back up and we observe how we are behaving, what are we doing every day? What are we really doing every day? Because every day can be different if we choose. Every day can be heaven if we choose, right? And man, when I tell you that we can really choose peace, we can choose a higher purpose as to why we're here. We can choose the mysterious wonder that nature is. And you'll start to see that you can literally do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just out here crafting some pine bundles, right? I love doing it. I feel at peace. I feel I'm one with nature. I feel like I'm doing nature's work. It's work for the soul for me. I feel like I'm a part of a tribe, some primitive primal stuff. You feel me? And what allowed me to do this was my choices, was what I really wanted. So I went ahead and started my own herbal shop, right? That's a choice. You start by taking action, by bringing your dreams down from the unseen to the seen. Now, I got something the other day that I feel like I should share, honestly. The inside people remain as thoughts. The inside people remain as thoughts. Now, what can that mean? What does that really mean? It's all your mind. Your mind is a tool to create the reality that you want, right? But it's much more deeper than that. What we love to do, our dreams, our visions, and our imaginations, they're not there for no reason. They're not. So the only way to not get lost in your imagination is to actually bring them down in the physical reality. And then you start to see the magic that takes place when we actually start acting out our imagination. you start to see that everything starts to take care of you. That everything starts to fall into place when you actually start believing in yourself, in your imagination. And we were taught to not get deep into our imagination. We were taught in school to ignore your imagination, that it's fake. It's fake. But I feel it. So how is it fake if I feel it? How is it fake if I can see it? How is it fake if it's there already? In my head or in my vision? How is it fake? So then that breaks it all down to just let you know that you are here to create your world from your imagination. Now imagine everybody starting to act from their imagination and starting to be inspired from their imagination and starting to really enact their imagination. Imagine everybody doing that. The spark of the heart and the creativity that comes from that is limitless. It is timeless. It is eternal. That is something they cannot take away from us, is our imagination. You can get lost in your imagination. You can. The only way not to get lost in it is to pull it down. Bring it. Externalize it. And that is how you start to be living the embodiment of your imagination. And nobody can tell you nothing about nothing. Nobody. You start to live out your imagination. And that is magic, my friends. That is living sovereign. That is living from the soul that is divine, that is connected to nature. We are not separate from the mist. We are not separate from the magic that takes place, the unseen. We are not separate from any of it. It's a matter of reconnecting to that. I say it all the time in my other videos, but I just really wanted to express this because, damn, we think nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Expand your mind on that. I am here to tell people to nurture their imagination. That's all, like literally, because that is what fuels me. That is what fuels my soul. And that keeps me waking up every single morning, is what can I do to get closer and closer to my dreams, my imagination? How can I do something that is different from the rest, that is only in my head? That is the excitement of living, that there's so much wonderment in this human existence. And that's where people get lost. They get lost in the movies. They get lost in watching too much movies that they forgot to actually live. They forgot to actually because this is a whole movie. This is much more better than a movie, honestly. Much more better. It's exciting to know what's next. So when you start to trust in the unseen, knowing that spirit is guiding you. All you got to do is actually act on what your soul came here to do. And that can only be found through the imagination. Remember that you are a magical, powerful being filled with so much things that you need to either clear out, remove any low, heavy energy. Okay? Everything we've been taught, everything that we're doing on a day-to-day basis to make us feel tired, depressed, full of anxiety, drained, those are things that you need to remove. Whether it's a job, a relationship, all the mundane shit that we put ourselves through, and not knowing why the fuck we do it. That's deep. Get up out of that spell and return to your soul. This is real stuff. Are you going to live the rest of your life living a lie? Are you? Are you going to take control and know your rights? And know that you can create your own world. It's a matter of taking that step and listening to your intuition. That is your compass. Your visions and your dreams. That's your intuition telling you to bring that down here. There's no other way around it. There's no other way to get out of it. No other way to get out of your situation other than acting on what your soul is telling you in this moment right now. Because all you have is right now. Time is an illusion. Connect with nature. All the things that you just love, that excites you, all of the things that make you want to dance and twirl around and be free and run and yell and be your wildest fucking self. And I'm sorry I'm using this terminology and stuff, but honestly, this is how I express myself through this language that I'm using. Unfortunately, I have to use it. It's a tool. You feel me? Just like this phone is. But you can always observe that it's a tool. You don't have to identify with it. Oh, I'm American. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. No, you're not. Like, you're beyond that. We have to get past this concept that we are our language, that we are our state and country. Like, we're not even that. Do you understand? Earth is everything. Earth doesn't have any borders. Nature doesn't have any borders. That's only created by the human mind. That's all it is. This is all a creation of man. So if it's a creation of man, that means that you can create your own goddamn world. And nobody can tell you not to. Because they're living in someone else's world. But they don't know that, though. They think that's the only way to live. That's what they think. But it's not. There's infinite possibilities that you can live here in your own creations and not be interfered with by any system, any external force. Nothing can interfere with your free will. This is some stuff that we need to remember. Yeah, that's all I can just try to at least express, because all this language is just something we need to use to get to the next level, right? We've been heavily put under a deep mass spell, and the ones who ain't with it, this is our job, all right? This is the mission. And there's a certain frequency and vibration that we're emitting, right? And the more of us that reach that frequency and vibration, that's when things can get juicy. That's when you'll start to see the change. Because again, the more minds that come together, that's an entire world. Okay. It's just a matter of us getting up out of this old this spell. It's a matter of us getting up out of that, healing, clearing any programs, anything that is drowning, that is making you drown in your own waters, and relearning the ancient wisdom that indigenous tribal people of nature were living through, which was nature, plant medicine, psychedelics, okay? Music, meditation, breathing, connecting with your body, mind, and spirit. Your mind, and connecting with everything, okay? This is understanding that we are souls, we are spirits living in a physical world. And yes, it's much more deeper than knowing that, though. You can know all day long, but if you're not acting on something and really look, that's not gonna work. We have to really understand what's happening here. And most of us do know. We know deep down. It's just a matter of clearing all the bullshit. It's just a matter of clearing all of that fake shit. But the ones who know who's watching this, listen. Yeah. You know already. You know. All you got to do is just bring your visions and imagination down here. That's all. There's nothing else to do. No one's going to save you. Listen, no one's going to save you, okay? No one is going to save you. Only thing that's going to save you is your awareness, is your perception. And once you start to be so observant of your reality that you cannot stop being observant of everything, of all of the experiences that you went through for a reason. And now you can be in the present. Now you have a clean slate. Now you are more clear on where you need to go, on what you need to do, on what your mission is here to do. What is your mission, you know? And that's when you start to see everything flow. Everything will come into place, I promise. It's a matter of you doing your spiritual work, because this is the real work. It is the real currency. And what I like to do to really clear my energy, and if I'm having any thoughts of doubt or anything, I observe it real fucking quick. I observe that. I take a step back, right? And observing isn't thinking. Observing is observing the thoughts. That's not thinking. Observing is literally looking, being third person of your own mentality. As soon as you do that, it's wiped. Computer reset. All right? That's how you start to get into the creative flow, how to get ideas instantly on what you need to do next. This is how you start to use your vessel. How you use the mind. It's a tool. The mind ain't meant to be thinking all day. That's not what the mind does. Right? The mind is a spaceship. It takes us from point A to point B. And the heart is the compass, the intuition on what needs to be done, on where you need to go. The mentality takes you there. There's nothing that can't break the mentality. If you're so into a certain mentality, that is your mentality. Like the people who are going for the and that's their mentality, and nothing can tell them that that's not. So that's what, boom, you feel me? The mentality is like it's a spaceship. It's taking us to where we believe what we believe in, right? But when you come from a space of knowing, and you have a mentality that you can easily observe, you can easily change your mind, change your mentality. You're flexible with the mentality, right? You're using your energy to transmute anything that is not serving your highest good. You're constantly observing your mentality, constantly changing and you know, it's eternal. You start expand. And you start to flow with what your intuition is telling you. You start to move a little bit more quicker because you're light. Not light as in the light that shines. I'm talking about light like you're lighter. You're moving faster on point A to point B. You're more light. You're not dense. Your thought forms are more precise, clear, focused. Because it's all here now. So when you're light in that way, information comes like this. You act on it, boom. It's light speed. That's literally using the magic that's inside of us. But when we're dense and we're stuck in this form of mentality, of all the programs of working all day somewhere you don't want to be, you're dense, you're stuck, you're not using your creative flow, you're not. So this is something that is like, let's get it, let's get it. I am just here. That's all I can say. I am here. And I'm living my creations. I'm living out my visions and my imagination. I'm on my own time. It's a matter of taking the first step of your visions and your dreams. And I promise you, nobody can compare to your imagination. Nobody is doing what you're imagining. You got to understand, you're unique. You're unique, okay? But if you do not act on them, that information can go into someone else. You feel me? And you don't want to be that either. You don't want to regret anything. You want to act on it. Because life goes on, whether you act on your visions or not. Life goes on, and it's a matter of really doing it now. If you really want something, you do it. It doesn't take a thought, you do it. Okay? Procrastination is just stagnation. Get back into the flow. Do things that make you flow. Move your body. Drink some tea. Do some yoga. Stretch. Go outside. Breathe. Garden. Like, these are all things these are tools, Breathe. Like, that's what gets me into my morning flow. I love doing a deep, long meditation and going deeper than my mentality, deeper than my thought forms, deeper than what I can even imagine about myself. You start to shed so much. You start to become so observant of everything that you do that you don't want to stop. Because if you stop, you're not generating anything. You're not generating your life force. And that's the reason why you're here. You're not here you're not here by decoration. These trees are not here by decoration. People think trees don't do anything. Are you kidding me? Trees are providing oxygen. That is the most important thing for every living organism. Trees are this is a life force bat antenna of God, of the divine, of creation. And so are you. So are you. Okay? Like, this is beyond intellectual comprehension. You don't even have to use language to create. Okay? Period. So, you know, there's some mysterious things taking place. Energy's flowing through me through the words. You know, I'm being guided by everything I say. And you know, I'm just here to really shed light, right, on what has been forgotten. What magic is what we are. There's no escaping magic. Okay, even religion is a form of magic. Are you kidding me? That is the epitome of magic, of spell work, of spells, of witchcraft. Okay, that is in our faces every day. The news, what are they doing? They're broadcasting a frequency that is a form of magic, of spells. Okay, so we have to understand this is everywhere. This is everything. There's no escaping this. And you can call it magic, you can call it anything you want, but it's still not going to let you, it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. And there's unseen forces that are surrounded by us, that are guiding us. We have intuitions just like the lion has intuition in the night. How the deers have intuition to spot their predator and to run before they get, like, you know what I mean? We have that instinctual, primal intuition to know where to go. Okay, and it's a matter of reconnecting with that side of ourselves that is beyond language. Okay, and that's when you can start communicating with other people that don't even speak the same language as you. That's when we will start to see things shift in a whole different capacity than what we even we're even you know. So so be the wondrous magic that you are. Take control.